You know, everyone right now is talking about the Agni 6. It's heavily publicized, it's this massive, visible show of national strength, and honestly, it's a constant feature in global headlines. But let's dive into this for a second, because the Agni 6, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. It's the weapon the world is meant to see. But what about the technologies quietly being developed behind closed doors? The highly classified, silent systems that are actually going to define Indian defense architecture, not just in the near future, but in 2035 and 2045.
Welcome to this explainer. If you're here, you're the kind of focused learner who wants to understand how things truly work under the hood. And that means we have to look past that visible tip of the iceberg. What if the real story isn't the missile at all, but the entirely new ecosystem of warfare being built right around it? Today, we're going to decode the systems that deliberately do not make the headlines. We're breaking down the incredible, unseen technologies that are actively rewriting global strategy right now. Section 1. The Hypersonic Threat Window.
Before we even look at specific weapons, we have to understand the sheer physics of why this technology absolutely terrifies traditional military planners. We're talking about hypersonic speed, that is defined as Mach 5 and above, literally 5 times the speed of sound. When a weapon moves at this extreme velocity while still maintaining the ability to maneuver in the atmosphere, it renders nearly all of our current traditional air defense systems totally obsolete.
Look at the contrast here. It's absolutely staggering. If a traditional ballistic missile is launched, modern air defense systems give operators a somewhat comfortable, 6 to 8 minutes to track, target, and respond. But a hypersonic glide vehicle, it compresses that entire decision-making window down to 90 seconds or less. That is barely enough time to heat up a cup of coffee in the microwave, let alone allow a human operator to verify what's on the radar and launch an interceptor. It is a complete game changer. And that brings us to the incredibly tight regional race happening as we speak. China made an early, aggressive move by deploying its DF-17 hypersonic missile back in 2019, but India answered quickly. On September 7, 2020, India successfully tested its HSTDV, that's the Hypersonic Technology Demonstrator Vehicle. Now, with heavy support from DRDO labs and ISRO propulsion, India is aggressively targeting 2030 to have a fully operational hypersonic cruise missile. They are racing to secure their spot as the 4th nation globally with this capability.
Section 2. Directed Energy Weapons.
So we're shifting gears from incredible kinetic speed to extreme cost asymmetry. We are talking about weapons that literally travel at the speed of light. This brings us to a highly classified initiative, the DRDO program. That stands for Directionally Unrestricted Ray Gun Array. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But what we're actually looking at is a 25-kilowatt laser weapon system currently under development. Its main purpose? To instantly shoot down drones, blind enemy satellites, and destroy incoming missiles in their terminal phase. This is an absolute game-changer for high-altitude border threats in places like Ladakh and Siachen. And why? Because unlike a traditional gun, a laser requires absolutely zero reload time.
But here's the crucial takeaway. It all boils down to this. The cost per shot equals the price of electricity. Because these directed energy weapons use no physical ammunition, you literally never run out of bullets as long as you have power. Think about that for a second. It fundamentally alters the economics of war. You aren't spending millions of dollars to intercept incoming threats anymore. You are literally spending pennies.
Section 3. AI-powered warfare in autonomous swarms.
Okay, so if directed energy solves the cost of defense, AI completely changes the concept of offense by overwhelming enemies through sheer autonomous numbers. To really grasp this, let's look back to a massive milestone by the DRDO. On January 26, 2021, during the Republic Day demonstration, India showcased a swarm of 75 AI-guided drones. This wasn't just some coordinated drone light show. This was a hard proof of concept showing dozens of small drones communicating, adapting, and operating together as a single unified intelligence.
And why are swarm drones so devastating? Just do the violent economic math here. A single AI swarm drone might cost around $500, but to shoot it down, an enemy has to use an interceptor missile that costs roughly $500,000. Right? It becomes financially impossible for any military to shoot down a swarm of hundreds of cheap drones using traditional air defenses. The math simply breaks a nation's defense budget.
But AI integration goes way beyond just aerial swarms. India's satellite constellation is utilizing AI for ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, feeding real-time battlefield data to commanders instantly. We also see this in the naval domain with the Apache program, which is an autonomous underwater vehicle designed for deep naval intelligence. But here's the thing. Amidst all this automation, India maintains a very strict ethical stance. For now, there is always a human-in-the-loop requirement. A human must make the final decision to fire.
Section 4. Controlling the space battlefield.
So we've covered land, sea, and air, but modern conflicts are rapidly shifting outward, straight into low Earth orbit. This shift was really cemented on March 27, 2019, with mission Shakti. In this massive display of technological capability, India successfully shot down its own satellite in low Earth orbit. By joining the very exclusive ASAT, or Anti-Satellite Club, alongside the US, Russia, and China, India proved it has the capability to instantly blind an enemy's GPS, communications, and reconnaissance networks during a conflict.
And the crazy part is, Mission Shakti was just step 1 in a much larger strategy of escalation. Step 2 was the formal creation of the Defense Space Agency to coordinate offensive and defensive space operations. And step 3? That involves active collaborations between ISRO and DRDO to develop space-based solar power for military installations and, incredibly, orbital electronic warfare. We're talking about the ability to jam enemy communications directly from space. It all boils down to this chilling thesis statement of modern geopolitics. Whoever controls low Earth orbit controls the battlefield below. It's that simple. If your enemy's satellites are blinded or jammed, their smart bombs become dumb, their drones lose connection, and their troops are completely isolated. Space dominance is no longer science fiction, folks. It is an absolute strategic necessity.
Section 5. Completing the triangle, the Nuclear Triad. Having explored all these sci-fi level technologies, we really have to circle back to the ultimate foundational deterrent. India is in a uniquely powerful position, actively completing all 3 legs of its nuclear triad right now. On land, the Agni series is fully operational. In the air, the nuclear-capable Rafale jets are operational, and at sea, the INS Arihant submarine is operational, with the second sub, INS Arighaat, commissioned in 2024. Why does this triad matter so much? Because it guarantees that no preemptive first strike could ever eliminate all 3 legs. It makes India's promise of massive retaliation permanently credible.
So let's pull all these threads together. Over the course of this explainer, we've decoded the hidden pillars of this silent arsenal. We've got hypersonic missiles that outrun radar, directed energy lasers that cost literal pennies to fire, AI swarms that overwhelm defenses, ASAT capabilities that control the high ground of space, and a complete, unshakable nuclear triad backing it all up.
When you look at this complete architecture, the strategic picture becomes crystal clear. The Agni 6 might be the flashy headline, but these unseen technologies, they are the reality. This is a nation that's moving far past simple self-defense. By mastering these hidden domains, India is actively building the capacity to shape the rules of the next war long before that war ever begins. The era of simply catching up is over. In many of these critical next-generation domains, India is pulling ahead. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to analyze. We've seen unbelievable speed, extreme cost efficiency, artificial intelligence, and absolute space dominance. Which of these silent technologies do you believe will most drastically change the future of warfare? Think about how these systems interact and keep decoding the reality behind the headlines.